Hello friends, welcome back to SPK English Academy. I am Saran Basappa, English teacher in a government model school, Karnataka state. In today's video, I am discussing very important modern group of poets and very important modern poets, that is war poets, war group of poets. See, war group of poets is also called as trench poets. So you know that this modern age witnessed with two great world wars, World War One and World War Two. So that two great world war brought many casualties throughout the world, and this was the indication of the end of this humanity and also human race. So in this 20th century poetry or the modern poetry, many soldiers had become themselves poets. So those poets pictured what kind of experience they got in the wars, both World War One and World War Two. So those experience were written in their poetry. So how that war resulted in horror, great casualties, disasters. It killed many people and it created many fertile lands into barren lands. So all these characteristics, all these casualties were drawn in the poems of war poets. So that is war group of poets or war group of poetry. I told you war group of poetry is also called as trench poetry. So many war poets are there in English literature, especially in modern age. So now I am discussing only four main important war group of poets. So those are Siegfried Sassoon, Rupert Brooks, Wilfred Owen, and Edmund Blunden. So these are the great war poets. So I told you many other minor war poets are also there. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you do subscribe now. So now we go to one by one. See, the first war group of poet is Siegfried Sassoon. See, Siegfried Sassoon was born in 1886 and died in 1967. So I told you war poetry is also called as trench poetry. Remember this term. Siegfried Sassoon is one of the war poets known for his autobiographical prose works in English literature. Look at his works. See, Memoirs of a Fox Hunting Man, published in 1928. Memoirs of an Infantry Officer, published in 1930. The Old Huntsman, 1917. Counter Attack, 1918. Satirical Poems, 1926. The Horse Journey, 1928. And last one, that is Whistle, 1935. So these are the main important works of Siegfried Sassoon. Now to look at Rupert Brooke. See, Rupert Brooke was born in 1887 and died in 1915. He was a poet of great promise. He was a great war poet if you compare to other poets of war group. He died early in the war. He was known for his idealistic war sonnets written during the First World War, especially The Soldier. He belonged to the group of Georgian poets also. His works are The Soldier, Grantchester, Heaven, The Great Lover. So these are the important poems written by Rupert Brooke. So another one important war group poet is Wilfred Woven. He was born in 1893 and died in 1918. He was an English poet and a soldier. He His war poetry on the horror of trenches and gas warfare was much influenced by his mentor Siegfried Sassoon. He was also one of the war poets. He also died in the war also. See, Wilfred Woven died during the war. This question was asked in the last year question paper. Which of the following war poets died during the war time? See, Wilfred Woven died during the war. When war was going on, he died. His poems were entitled by Siegfried Sassoon and published in 1920. His works are see, Strange Meeting. It is very popular poem. The most memorable poems of the war, Dulce et Decorum Est, Intensibility, Anthem for Doomed Youth, Futility, Spring Offensive. So these are the important poems written by Wilfred Woven. You have to remember that is Strange Meeting is very popular poem. In many state level textbooks, this poem is set for the syllabus. So next, Edmund Blunden was born in 1896, died in 1974. He was an English poet, author, and critic. He wrote his experience of World War I both in his verse and prose. He was a professor of poetry at University of Oxford. He taught English literature at the University of Tokyo and Hong Kong. He was nominated for the Nobel Prize for 6 times. See, Edmund Blunden was nominated for the Nobel Prize for 6 times. So this question was asked in the previous question paper. Which of the following poet was nominated for Nobel Prize for 6 times? Edmund Blunden. Remember about this point. So his works are Under, Understones of War 1928. So this is very important work. See, this is only. So these four poets are the great war poets and very important war poets. Many other are there, but they are minor war poets. So you have to remember about these four war poets and study about these poets carefully. So in every year's question paper, there is a question on war group of poetry. Share this video, subscribe to channel, and also like the videos. If you like the videos, it is my pleasure. It inspires me to do some more videos on English literature.